You guys all set? What was the fourth thing that I said? Play, fax, Green Valley. What was the other one?
Well, the other thing was like the tap dance thing or whatever.
That wasn't what it was. All right. Good evening. Welcome tonight. Glad to have you all with us. It's nice to see some sunshine outside. A little bit better than yesterday. But what a time, right? We get to this end of the school year. Lots of festivities going on, field trips, and all the things. Well, a night like tonight is always fun to be together. To be able to see what the kids have been working on all semester with their singing and learning that way, the different poems and whatever else that we're going to do tonight. And so we're excited to have that. I wanted to just kick it off, if I could, steal a couple minutes, so bear with me, because we got some exciting things to just kind of talk about with the school. So as we think about some of the things coming up, for one, we've got the play coming, so that's in 2 weekends, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. There are some cards that out in the foyer. There's some posters that if you happen to work at a business that you'd be willing to poke that up on a bulletin board somewhere. We'd love for you to grab a poster and set that up to just give some advertising. But we do 3 play performances, and so it's really going to be a fun time right here in the gym. And so we look forward to that coming up in just a couple weekends. Another big thing that's happening right now within our ministry as a whole is we have been on a campaign to raise money to be able to build and expand the facility on a couple of ways, the auditorium and with the school. But our first phase, as we're doing it, is with a new auditorium. We just had our groundbreaking ceremony on Sunday. And so in the next couple weeks, as the Lord wills, they're going to start the process of moving forward with building. So I wanted to just submit to you that there's going to be some mess potentially coming up here at the end of the school year as we think through how all of the flow and traffic and car line picking up and dropping off is going to happen. And so we would love for you just to have patience and grace with us, but then also we're going to try to get you emails that would describe, hey, we got to change the door for today or this week because of digging or because of material or whatever it might be. So at the end of this year we'd love for you to just kind of check those emails, check maybe the Facebook posts, whatever that might be, in order to just stay current with us as we try to keep just everything moving in a good flow, a good fashion, with the least amount, if I can say it this way, of frustration for all of us as we try to drive in and out and parking and all the things. So it's a really cool problem, but it poses for us a little bit of some challenges maybe as we look to drive through and park and all of that. So that'll be here at the end of this school year and then potentially the beginning of next school year as the timing of the whole project and what that looks like. So just keep that in mind. And then 2 other little things is for next year also we are transitioning our school or our student information system. Some of you may be familiar with what's called fax. It's going to be, we believe, an upgrade just in the sense of our communication level, your ability to see, invoicing, even paying invoices, staying in touch with grades and how all of the progress is going with the kids. So it's a little bit more user-friendly, or at least that's what we're being told as we're going through getting it all set up right now. And so that's going to be something that we're going to implement over the summer, and you'll be receiving more information about that as you and your information is being shuffled into that as we speak, so that next year we can just have a lot more bells and whistles to play with for you as families as we look to make our communication with you, your communication with us, and even some of the financial aspects a little bit easier user-friendly. So that's also something that'll be coming up next year. So some exciting things. And then lastly, I wanted to just tell you that out in the foyer there's a table with a few pieces of information about the play. There's a tap dance thing, and then there's also, I don't really know it, so I'm sorry, but the paper's out there, so check that out. And then also out there is going to be a Green Valley gift cards. So every year, you may or may not know this, but our senior class goes on a senior trip. The last few years, they went to Italy and London. They're planning on going to Italy again this year. And so that's kind of what they do. So every year, each of our classes then look to do a fundraiser to try to be able to help in that process. Well, the Green Valley gift cards, which if you are familiar with Green Valley, it's a place where you might go buy bushes and plants and outdoor goodies, right? Just south of us a little ways. And so our current 10th grade class is using that as a fundraiser. And so if you wanted to, or you needed or had any questions about that, by all means, stop by the table. Think through that a little bit. If there's anything that we could do to help in that way, we'd love to be able to do that. And then it would be a help even to our classes as each year they try to do a fundraiser in order to raise funds for that senior trip. All right, I'm done with my spiel. Thanks for bearing with me. I really didn't want to take a lot of time because we obviously want to see the kids more than me. And so I'm going to get out of the way, but we are so glad to have you here, and we are so thankful for you and the partnership that you have with us as we look to educate the children. So thank you so much.
The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play.
So we sat in a house all that cold, cold, wet day.
I sat there with Sally,
We sat there, we two,
and I said, how I wish there was something to do.
Too wet to go out.
And too cold to play ball.
so we sat in a house.
We did nothing at all.
So all we could do was to
Sit,
sit, and we did not like it.
not
one little bit.
And then something went bump.
And how that bump made us jump.
We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat.
We looked and we saw him.
The cat in the hat.
Why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. I know some good games we can play.
Said the cat.
I know some new tricks.
Said the cat in the hat.
A lot of new tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do.
And Sally and I did not know what to say.
Our mother was out of the house for the day.
But our fish said,
No, no! Make that cat go away! Tell that cat in the hat that you do not want to play! Now, have no fear, have no fear.
said the cat.
My tricks are not bad.
Said the cat in the hat.
Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish. With a game that I call Up, Up, Up with the Fish. Put me down!
Said the fish.
This is no fun at all! Put me down!
Said the fish.
I do not wish to fall. Have no fear. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball, with a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do.
Said the cat.
It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how.
I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake.
I can hold up these books and a fish on the
I
rake.
can hold this toy ship and this little toy man.
And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on a ball. But that is not all.
Oh no!
That is not all.
That is what the cat said.
Then he fell on his head.
He came down with a bump.
From up there on the ball.
And Sally and I,
We saw all the things fall.
Now look what you did.
Said the fish to the cat.
Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You think our toy ship sank it deep in the cake You shook up our house and you bent our new rake.
You should not be here when our mother is not.
You get out of this house,
said the fish in the pot.
I will not go away. I do not wish to go. So I'll show you another good trick that I know.
And then, as fast as a fox,
The Cat in the Hat came back with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. In this box are two things I will show to you now. You will like these two things.
Said the cat with a bow.
I will lift up the hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them thing one and thing two. These things will not bite you. They will want to have fun.
Then out of the box came thing 2 and thing 1.
They ran to us fast.
How do you do?
Would you like to shake hands with thing one and thing two?
and Sally and I did not know what to do.
So we had to shake hands with thing one.
And thing two,
No! Those things should not be in the house. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out. Put them out.
Said the fish in the pot.
Have no fear, little fish.
Said the Cat in the Hat.
These things are good things.
And he gave them a pat.
They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They'll give you some fun on this wet, wet, wet day.
Said the cat.
They like to fly kites.
Said the Cat in the Hat.
No, not in the house.
Said the fish.
in the pot.
They should not fly kites in the house. They should not.
Oh, the things they will bump.
Oh, the things they will hit.
Oh, I do not like it. Not one little bit.
and Sally and I saw those things run down the hall.
We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Then, those things ran about.
Big bumps, jumps, and kicks.
With big hops and big bumps and all kinds of bad tricks.
I do not like the way they play.
If our mother could see this, oh, what would she say?
Look, look.
Then her fish shook with fear.
Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear?
So as fast as you can, think of something to do.
You'll have to get rid of thing one and thing two.
Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook.
And the cat went away with a sad kind of look. And then who was back in the house?
The cat!
Have no fear of this mess.
Said the Cat in the Hat.
I always pick up my playthings. And so I'll show you another good trick that I know. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake.
And the rake,
And the gown.
The milk and the strings.
And the book.
And the dish.
And the fan.
And the cup.
And the ship.
And the fish.
And
He put them away.
That is that. And then he was gone with the tip of his hat.
Then our mother came in, and she said to us two,
Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?
and Sally and I did not know what to say.
should we tell her the things that went on that day?
Should we tell her about it?
Now what should we do?
Well,
What would you do
if your mother asked you.
And I grabbed the box.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with 1 inning yet to play. Swing Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same. A sickly silence fell upon the patrons at the game. A few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get a whack at that, we'd even put up money. Now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as also did Jimmy Blake. The former was too weak, and the latter was a fake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little hope of Casey getting to bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all. And Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. So when the dust had settled and the men saw what had occurred, it was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hug in third. Then, from 5,000 throats and more, there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled in the valley, and it rattled in the dell. It pounded upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded as he wiped it on his shirt. Then, as the riding pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flamed in Casey's eyes. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere comes hurtling through the air. And Casey stood watching in a haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone in the stands. And it's likely they'd have killed him, had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity great Casey's visage shone, he stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey still ignored it, the umpire said. Steer, The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence, his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh. Somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. And somewhere the band is playing. And somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing. And somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
They learned a song this year in Latin. And so you'll hear them sing that. Part of it is in Latin, not the entire thing. But you'll hear exultate jubilo. So we are exalting God in the highest. And they did a great job learning this language song this year.
Exultate, exultate, exultate.
as the 9th through 12th grade choir make their way up, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about their song. Apparently it was our year of Latin, because they also learned a Latin song. It's called Dies Irae, and it is from a 13th century traditional Gregorian chant. So it sounds very chant-like for that reason, okay? But it is a little bit menacing is the word that they're supposed to be kind of trying to convey to you. Words like day of wrath, and that day when the earth shall dissolve into embers. Those are the kinds of words that are in this song. It is in Latin, so unless you speak Latin, it might be a little bit foreign to you. But they did a great job learning this, and it was a great experience for them. So let's listen together as they sing Dies Irae for us. As everybody makes their way up here, this is our final song of the night, And it's a great blessing this year that Easter was so late because we actually got to do a pre-Easter spring program. That doesn't always happen. And so it's been an awesome time just being able to sing and worship with the kids and talk through just about what this song entails and the vision that it gives us. We've talked a lot about, there's a line in this song that says, when thousands of generations worship together at the feet of Jesus. And so we talked about just what that looks like and what that's going to sound like. And so the kids have done a great job learning this song. There is a part of this song that we would love for you to sing with us. So on your program, if you got one, if you didn't get one, raise your hand real quick and we'll get you one. It's holy, 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 but it's not the normal part that you might think to sing. So make sure you follow along with that, okay? It'll be pretty clear where you're coming in. But it's just that one part of holy, holy, holy. We would welcome you to sing with us tonight. Raise your hand up if you need one, and we will get one to you. We don't have any more? We got kids' ones are over there in the corner if we need more. I got one.
Nice job, nice job. Nice job, nice job. We almost got it. All right. Well, that was awesome. What a cool song that was. It's my favorite at the end of all these concerts when everybody comes together and sings. And then what a more perfect song could we have sung tonight as we consider last Sunday being the triumphal entry into Jerusalem, and then the mob turns and crushes our Savior on the cross. And then this Sunday as we celebrate Easter or Resurrection Sunday, as the song was sung, we heard, "There will be a day." I don't know where you are today in your life and in your walk. Tragedy strikes, hurt happens, difficulty comes. We face problems. We face what we believe to be insurmountable things. And yet, if you believe in Jesus Christ, all of those things will be gone. Because there will be a day when we all bow before the Lord. And what a blessing that will be then to be able to spend all of eternity with Him. So whatever you believe today, there will be a day when you bow before the Lord. And hopefully that is because you know Him as your personal Savior. What a blessing it is to have them. I'm just going to help us be dismissed now because it was awesome, but we're ready to go. And so, what an exciting time. So thank you once again for coming and being a part of this. It is so much fun to be able to be a part of your kids' lives here in school and getting to see them every single day and high-five them every single day. Some of them do leave me high and dry, but I don't hold it against them. We just have a wonderful time. And so with that being said, thank you so much. I'm going to let this front row, so everybody's kind of got to chill for a second, but let this front row go. So like our kindergarten, you guys can head out. Our first grade, why don't you guys head out as well? So parents, feel free to jump up and down, come in the aisle.